You catch me, well, in the office trying to do it up and make it tidy for the rest of the shows that are coming up. Now, this following video is me getting interviewed by Shoned Owen rather than me interviewing somebody else. So enjoy it. Just going to try and find my desk. No idea. Enjoy it.
And I'm the founder of Tanywhite Bits. I've been conducting lockdown interviews, and today my guest I've known since school, and when I was working in sports development we set up a local running club, and since then he's gone like leaps and bounds with the running, and I'm going to let Hugh Williams introduce himself to you because he will tell you his story better than I will. Welcome, Hugh.
Thanks, Shoned. Yeah, running. Stay away from running. No, only joking. I think we set it up, the St. Striders, back in 2016. I've been running for about 2 years, and I started running in the trails and the mountains, and then it just progressed and progressed myself. You know, I went from couch to 5k, loads of marathons, then got into ultras, then did the Marathon des Sables, which is across Sahara Desert, and then started up the Pentland Ultras, which is now part of Beautiful Brutal, which is my company.
Well, can you fast forward to 2019 and what happened to you last year? What unfolded?
I left my old job here, Shoned, because I was like, I think I can start doing this full time, the ultra running, because I was getting sponsorship personally, as well as the company growing, I thought. And then if I needed a part-time job, I could do something for cash. Anyway, quit my job. 4 weeks later, collapsed on the kitchen floor, thinking I was about to die. It was as if I'd been shot. There was like pins and needles into my back, and then it was like hot nails. So I'm on the floor phoning the ambulance. They arrive, gas and air. They said, look, potentially, Hugh, we think this is gallstones, but we're going to take you in the ambulance. So off I went.
Was there any prior warning that there was something wrong with your health at the time? Did you have a heads up that there was something not right?
You know, I'd been having stomach issues, you know, like you're thinking it's IBS and so on, swollen belly, flushes for years, but you just think, oh, I'll be all right. And then, got to hospital, CT scan, diagnosed with a small shadow in the small bowel, tumour, and then they said lacerations on the liver. They say, look, you've got carcinoid tumours, and you're like, well, what does that mean? I said, well, it's cancer. It's cancer in your small bowel, and about 10 centimetres in your liver. And then sort of like time stops. You think, what? And then what I've got is something called neuroendocrine tumours. And what they do is it wears out your heart valves, because then they said, Hugh, you've got a leaky heart valve. Then I was like, right, okay, so I had the invasive heart scan, and then they said, right, it's a 4-hour operation. We're going to replace, you know, one of your valves with a mechanical valve. I woke up in COVID, you know, this is what we're chatting about.
So in your recovery now, moving forward from this horrendous time that you've had, what are you doing at the moment to develop yourself and your business, and where are you at?
So I've got 34 ambassadors that are all runners that promote running in North Wales. Started a podcast at the Checkpoint. This is for runners or anybody interested in running. Got over 6,000 listeners. I've started the YouTube channel now, for over 30s that are looking to get into ultra running. So with that and Facebook channel, and we've released like a clothing brand for runners post-running.
Being a proper, how I say, corona coaster for you since your collapse. So I think at one moment you were going to be setting up your own company, had all these plans and sponsorships in place, and then you've had this huge setback really and woken up in COVID, which it's tough anyway for anybody, but for anybody going through what you're going through, what's helped you cope? Do you do any meditating?
I'm solution focused, write this down, people. If you're looking for tips, there's books on it, solution focused. I think through my ultra running, that's what, I've got my reserves. I'm always looking and have projects for a week ahead, a month ahead, a year ahead. Because if I just sat and thought about my health, I'd just go straight down, because whenever I woke up, COVID was happening, and all my support, I'd asked for a psychiatrist for after, the operation, because I knew potentially it'd be a lot to deal with. So all that was removed.
So timing wise, would you say that COVID has come at the worst time in your life for you?
If I'm honest, right, COVID has been the best thing that's happened to me. I've got busier. I've been able to get new sponsors on board. Now, there was the running show in January in Birmingham. I was going down as a guest of one of the sponsors for the Penzance Ultras and meet up with some brilliant runners and pals. Halfway along on the train, I had what's called like a carcinoid episode, where the functioning hormones just blow out in your stomach, and it is excruciating painful. So we had to stop the train, ambulance, gas and air, and that was me out and pretty gutted about that. And then the running show contacted me about 3 weeks ago saying, Hugh, we're doing a digital running show. Would you like to be a guest speaker with Susie Chan? You've got Alicia McColgan and other runners, and you can pre-record it. So for me, if I'm wiped out or whatever, I can record this whenever it is. For recovery, COVID's been really helpful because I'm shielding, it's just me and the wife. So nobody has come here. So I've had that time to recover. But hints and tips, I'm a big believer in meditation. Certainly take yourselves outside. Make sure you're abiding by the COVID laws, but get outside, because it just opens up your brain space. I'd also say take part in little challenges, even if it's just like a personal challenge. Maybe we've all had the 7 weeks on it in COVID. I haven't, because I can't due to meds. But as you say, 3 days off the booze, week off the booze, and get yourself prepared for whenever everything gets back to normal. I'd definitely say communicate with people. If you are feeling a bit down, talk to your friends, talk to people, because that's what we're there for. Everybody's in this bubble, and this time out is helping Mother Nature. But I think it's humbling everybody, thinking, do you know what? I'm going to keep in contact more with that person afterwards, or do you know what? I'm going to start going for a walk, or I want to get that bike out, or do you know what I mean?
So what would you say you're looking forward to after the lockdown?
It'd be really great if we can manage to get one of our races out. We've got a race in November, the Winter Ultra Marathon. Hugh Basington won the first one, and it's great. The weather's crap, but if we can't, we can't. So I'm just looking forward to different parts in my life. I think if you're looking forward to something outside of COVID, then you're missing the moment. Going back to meditation, just enjoy what you've got the ability to enjoy, I'd say.
Yeah, enjoy the now, isn't it?
Yeah, say there's so many that are going, oh, I can't wait till such, I'm going to start my diet in the new year, or I'll start running once COVID finishes, or I'll do it now. Yeah. Do you know what? Do it now, because your investment now 6 months down the line, whenever you're, enjoying yourself with your health, you'll be like, oh yeah, COVID, best thing.
Yeah, I have to say you've always struck me as someone who has enjoyed the now and embraced, whichever situation you've been in. I could remember one funny story, and this might come back to you. And it's a story I've had second or third hand, but you used to work locally in an office, administrative role, and you were sailing, and you were meant to be in work on a Monday, but you were actually in Ireland.
Yeah, my friend, and kids that listen to this, just do what you want to do. I was working for, I think I was working for the electricity board, Manweb, and one of my friends was drunk with me on the Friday night. He said, look, my dad's cracked his ankle and he was supposed to be sailing round Ireland. Do you want to come here? It's like, yeah! So I woke up in a people carrier here in Dublin. I was thinking, I've got to work. So I phoned in work, I can't come into work today, sailing around Ireland. They're like, come back. And it was a proper offshore race for 5 days. And it was like, we started in a storm going off Wicklow. I was using other people's clothes. But it's the best time of your life, but it is one of those, yeah. If you can see an opening of fun or adventure, just head first, go for it. It's got me into trouble. I've been kicked out of loads of jobs. I call it like a career tourist, because I was bored. And, I think it took me about 27 different careers from, pushing trolleys and butlins to international recruitment to realise, hang on a minute, I've got myself and I have fun with myself, so let's just use it. So, yeah, be in the now.
Yeah. Did you get fired from that job?
No, it was an unfireable. It was an unfireable role. We used to sell chest freezers, and if we'd see customers coming in, and we'd just go and dive into a chest freezer that was for sale, close it on ourselves, and just wait for them to walk around the shop until they'd gone out. But if they'd have opened the chest freezer, it's like, so it's always like that. Yeah, put yourself on that level of excitement that's gonna get the adrenaline.
Did anybody ever open the chest freezer?
No, thank God, never.
Yeah.
Hilarious.
Well, it's been lovely having a chat with you today. Yeah. I've really enjoyed your words of wisdom, and carry on with the good work, and hopefully, well, I have started running again, so hopefully at some point I'll be competing in one of your races.
Brilliant. And do it at your own pace, is it? I think, just enjoy it. And as you say, the quick little basic plug, beautifulbrutal.co.uk, list the races from 5k to 100 miles. Everybody is welcome. If you've got a charity, direct message us and we can only give you a free place. It's as simple as that. It's all about giving back. So, Shoned, love speaking to you again. Brilliant. I want a glass of wine for some reason.
I'm a bad influence.
Hilarious. Great. Nice one. Cheers. Ta-da. Bye. Bye.